Come to Ruku, he's only been a member of parliament for 2 years. Nothing else is known of him other than being a loud politician. And what the government has succeeded doing is hiring, people who are very good at talk. A lot of bills which come to parliament, they go back the same way they left State House. You do public participation where the views of the people they really don't matter. They will not be captured. And then it comes to the House is lobbied heavily, and the House votes, and the bill goes back to State House the way it left. So the role of the House has really been diminished. The House is under capture. Of course, there is now tyranny of numbers an opposition which doesn't have the numbers. So of course the majority will have their way, while the minority will have their say. And this is what happened. And I'm not surprised. I am aware that Mrs. Cheptumo is a lawyer, and she's also a very experienced civil servant, because one time she was in the Ministry of Cooperatives, and then later on, went and read law. And although she was there for the first time, you could see she will face challenges here and there, but I believe she'll pick. Her docket is easy to manage. When you come to Ruku, he's only been a member of parliament for 2 years. Nothing else is known of him other than being a loud politician. And what the government has succeeded doing is hiring, people who are very good at talk, but reality is zero. You know what they stand for. The integrity. Somebody who will stand for something and stand for the truth and advise the president without fearing him. Yeah. So the biggest problem has been having a cabinet which is also totally captured, and as they sit with the president there, they are like school children, and they listen. Gone are days when people like Professor Ongeri were in cabinet, a professor of medicine, who will then be a minister for health, and understands the whole thing, working with people like Nikal, first of all having worked as doctors for a long time, and having understood that area, and then now they come to work in the ministry, and you find they know what they are doing. So I'm not surprised, and as I've said before, the only cabinet secretary I've seen make a little bit of effort or understands what he's doing, and he's making a very big effort against a lot of odds and try to cover up a government which is totally collapsing. He's only Duale. He makes quite an effort. And you see, he was a leader of...
Who has been moved 3 times.
Yeah, he has been moved 3 times.
That shows some level of question marks.
Well, he has been moved to like in the case of health, health was doing very badly before he went there, because the people who have served in health understood it very little and did not communicate well, because part of health, you must communicate.
Is he a doctor?
He's not a doctor.
But you just said that back in the day when... I would have
loved if Professor Ongeri, who is still very strong, if he was hired for that docket, it would have been much better. The Honorable Duale is trying. But one of the good things about him, he understands, even whatever field he's been taken, he understands the law governing, because for a long time he made law. And you see, like, the laws dealing with health now, despite the problems of the 104 billion procured system, which you cannot explain, and many other messes he's got to sort out. At least he understands the laws and the regulations, and he's able to follow up. Many of the ministers don't understand at all. You come to present regulations which are supposed to be under your signature, and you don't know them. You have to turn every minute and look at the directors. What would have been ideal position? Let me finish on this. First of all, the ministries from the Kibaki experience. He used to promote senior civil servants who have gone to director level to become PSs, because the government is run by PSs. The ministers, promote policy of the government. But when you've got people who are fit but approved, I am sorry, William Ruto, you are going to have a harder time. Kenyans are not with you, and your government has collapsed.
Prof, has the government collapsed before you answer?